Well, hello, welcome back to Satisfactory. I'm E18. This is episode 18, and as you can see, I did a little bit of stuff since I was last showing you the video. So I'm gonna get you a little bit of catch up, and then we'll keep moving. Now, what I've done here is there's not really any decorative stuff, so you're pretty much stuck with. Let's see here. I'll show you. You've got walls. There's nothing really here with windows in it, so you just use the ones with that have the holes, conveyor holes. And foundation-wise, it's just these two blocks, and then there's the two ramps. So there's not a lot to build with. So you pretty much have to be creative. So what I've done is just made this ugly thing. It's functional, so we'll go and check that out. First up, is there any fuel left in this thing? I did burn it all up. No, there's still a little bit left. So, let's see, if you look in my inventory here, you will note that I have the stators, whatever, and steel pipes. So what I did is I went and I got some coal and I went and got some iron ore and mixed the two, and so the reason I'm doing that is I'm going to show, or I'm going to get the Mark III belts and the cargo container today, the next cargo container. So to get that technology, we need 50 motors, so we need a little more steel, so we'll have to do that. As you can see, well, you can look out the window here and see stuff and things. Keep on climbing up. It's more fun going down it than up it, gotta say, I'm not gonna lie. Now I've moved the space elevator up onto the plateau. Remember when I was setting this all up and I said, well, there's the top? See, this isn't very far down at all, is it? So I plopped this down here just to get it out of my way, because I had it over here. Remember, I put it temporarily over here. Well, it was in my way again. So as you can see, we're up a little ways. Here's the copper. That one copper mine satisfies all our copper needs at the moment, and will for some time, I think. Let's run this way. Looking down at the lookout tower, that's pretty funny. So there's my initial setup over here. Remember all that? Still going. And then we've got our hub right here. Well, how am I going to get there? Drive all the way down, or just wait for it. We run and run and run. Oh my gosh. I need to run faster. I need super boots. So in about a week or two, there'll be an update to the game, and there'll be another tier or two added, I think. Whoa, 4. And then I made this. That bounces you up, and then you jump onto the other one. That bounces you up, and you're back up top again. Isn't that neat? And so you can do it as not intended and probably hurt yourself if you make a bad jump, which yeah, I've gone through a few berries making this thing and testing it. But this works. This works to get you up to the top pretty quickly and down to the bottom pretty quickly. Oh, well, I have my tractor up there and I want to use my tractor. So guess what? Back we go. Oh, wait, it takes a little bit of finesse. You get used to it pretty quickly. Oh my gosh, now I'm going to run all the way back over here. Okay, so this is our factory floor. I've obviously not added anything to it other than just making it bigger. And the reason for that is I want to get those Mark III belts, because I think at this point the plan, I mentioned before about a bus, and I'm flip-flopping about that. And the bus is using belts to, for instance, I'd have all my smelters together and then belt all the iron ingots to the machines that need them, and then the plates to those, and basically just supply everything that way. And then all the smelters are all working together for anything that happens to need the ingots at that time. Now, I'm not sure how useful that'll be, other than maybe just doing the most basic stuff. I'm still thinking that over, still doing testing on it. Let me know if you have your thoughts on that. Do we go with the main bus, or do we try and just, basically what I would do is move everything that's down on the ground up top and make it look better, and get all the storage of all the stuff go to one spot. Anyway, in the meantime, we are heading over here to grab some coal, make some more steel, and then we'll head over to the hub and we'll finish making the stuff and get the next research finished. Alright, so let's see, we'll get through here without running anything. Whoa, and you don't want to go over the edge. So, while I was waiting for daylight here, I was waiting for the sun to come up. I ran around and I found 3 more green slugs. Didn't really do much exploring other than just finding slugs. And you can see them really easily. We're gonna grab 3 stacks of this. Like so. And then bounce our way out of here. So I grabbed 3 because it takes 3 coal and 3 iron ore to make 2 steel. So I'm gonna go and now I need 3 stacks of iron ore. So back we go. There should be iron ore. Probably in the old base. There should be some there sitting. I did take from there before, but that was a little while ago. So let's head over there and see. Away we go. So we're gonna have to go on another adventure soon. Well, I'm not sure when that'll be. I think at this point in the series, maybe I'll start doing a little more off-screen, just because things are getting stretched out a little bit more between technologies and such. Oh, speaking of which, we have enough modular frames to do that. What do you call it? The thing with the thing, the tier on the space engineer, the space elevator. Oh my gosh, train wreck in here. So the space elevator requires 500 modular frames. We now have enough of those made. Motors is another story because I don't have steel production up yet, and that's what makes the motors. So I'll show you right now. We're gonna make some motors in a moment. Run back over here and get some iron ore. This has iron ore. Nope, nope, I already stole from here. And there's 93 there. Can I grab 100? Ah, there's 100. And I would say there's probably 100 of these. No, I can't grab any more at the moment. Did I get 100? Yes, okay. So now we'll head over here and make some steel. I think I need to drop some stuff in the box here to get room in my inventory. I'm gonna keep these power shards. I made them the 3 green slugs I found. I made in the shards. I have used them here and there a little bit. Anything else here I can get rid of? This? Yeah. All right, good enough. So let's get the first bunch made. So we're trying to make this. You know what? In the meantime, we can get this going. So while I'm making the materials to get this, see, we need the 50 motors for the storage container Mark II and the Mark III belt. So before we get that going, let's get the yellow chart research done, just because. Just because. Do we need a better reason than that? I didn't think so either. We're gonna need more rods. Grab a couple stacks of rods. They're right here? Yeah. Love it when a plan comes together. Accidentally, but doesn't matter. I'm not keeping track, are you? And away! It's been a while since we did anything like that. Okay, so we have to wait 5 minutes. Well, it'll take me that long to get the stuff made anyway. Alright, what else do we need? We're gonna need more of the wire. So let's grab another stack of wire, and then some. I'll fuss with it a little bit, oh well. And then we're going to make some steel, where are you, steel ingots. And then you hold the space bar a while. So this takes 4 operations per 2 steels, so it takes a little bit of time. I wasn't really planning on showing this, but oh well, here we are, right? So we'll make the steel ingots, and then we make the steel pipes, and then we make the stators, and then we make the motors. So give this a moment. We'll just do it piecemeal, I think. It's a little less painful. So that's just about done there. And then we'll make the steel pipes. See, this one goes a lot faster because it's 1 action per pipe. So you just hold that space bar, and as you can see, the number of stators we can make is going up. And like I said, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, say so. Could be stator, could be statter, I don't know. Blame the transporter guy with his last name, which I'm not going to attempt to pronounce because I always get it wrong anyway, I'm sure. Alright. And There's those. Oh, we can make 44 motors. We're almost there. We just need another dozen of these thing to do first. So let's grab some more ore and get that done. Here we go. Let's see, if you got 100 ore, you do. Thank you very much. And run away. Let's check on our power while we're at it. And check on, did this thing burn all of its... No, I'm just checking the biofuel, make sure it's not gobbling it all up as it tends to do. So we'll make a little more steel. Alright, so I mentioned doing stuff off screen. I think what I would do is general layout, and then I can show you kind of a fait accompli where it's all done, and I can say, okay, well, this is how I ended up. I think the decision process, because you're watching me do it and it's boring, it would have to be boring. I know it would bore me. I wouldn't want to sit and watch someone faffing about, look at last episode trying to make that ramp. I turned the camera off and I won't train wreck so bad, but I realize some of you like to see that, so I'm sure you'll still see lots of that, but there's off-screen stuff that I can do that is boring to watch, so I'll try and keep that to a minimum. So I'll be a yak before, or I've done before these jump cuts, but I think trying to piece it together, I end up going way over time because I never know what my current time is, because it's hard to keep track of it. Oh, there we go. Now we're making the motors finally. So I will probably, especially the stuff we've already done, like we've got the plate production and the wire production, all that stuff. You've already seen me do it. What do you need to see me go and move it up onto a foundation platform for? So I can do that off screen, I think, and then just show you what I've done. The steel is basically steel making these motors is where we're gonna kind of pick up. So I think I'll do a bunch off screen. I want to I'm still on the fence about the bus because it has uses, but in Factorio you were making research, these, I don't know what you call them, research potions, for instance. You call them, that's what they kind of look like, little beakers. Anyway, you're doing research, so everything you do uses the red and the green research. For an example, if you've played Factorio before, you'll know what I'm talking about. Well, a lot of the technology requires those basic materials, so you're always using them. You don't have that here. Those modular frames, there's 500 of them we need for the space elevator, but after that research is unlocked, how many do we need? It won't be another 500, I don't think. So I'll have a whole container of them there that I only need a few once in a while. Exceptions are iron plates for belts, and then the reinforced plates for the tier 2 belts. Just if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm just waiting for this to come back. And then it's the steel, where are we here? These steel beams, I think, are for the Mark III belts. So those items, you know, we'll use a lot of, but cables, I've got a whole can of cables here. I mean, how many cables have you really seen me use these things? Just for research, and it's like a one-time use, and then it's just sitting here doing nothing. Now, if for instance, well, these copper's a bad example, but say I've got a bus and it's I'm outputting iron plates in the bus. Well, those are used in reinforced iron plates, so there's a use for them down the road. Yeah, I'm still on the fence about that. I'm gonna try and make a bus work just because I think it'd be neat to do it. So we'll leave it at that. And of course, if you have any feedback on that, you're welcome to contribute it. Boom, I got 50. That's a lot of work to get that 50. So I need another 4 stacks. We'll call it 5 stacks of wire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that good enough? Yeah. Okay, let's take those over. And in you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, darn it! I forgot to grab the cables. So busy yakking about cables. Let's grab an extra one. There we go. Okay, that should do it, and then we get another research. Hooray! Bang that button. Okay, Ada.
Milestone reached. Logistics have improved by the means of a container with increased storage capacity and enhanced conveyor belt efficiency.
Okay, I'll show you those in a moment. Just like watching the ship take off. I want to see I've moved the space elevator, so does it run into it? No, no. Last second the pilot said, no, I'll go the other way. Okay, let's get away from this noise a little bit. So we have new containers which require, these are the encased industrial beams and then the steel pipes. So I can't make these right now, but it's a double height container and it holds twice as much. So instead of 24 slots, it holds 48 slots. It's a double container with only one input and output. I don't know. I kind of would rather just stack two, but anyway, you have the option now. What was the other thing? Logistics. The Mark III belt. So here's the Mark I, uses iron plates. This one uses the reinforced iron plates from Mark II. So that one holds 60 resources per minute. This one's 120, and this one's 270. Don't know why they didn't go 240, but 270 is good. I wonder why they did that. Well, anyway, so it's 270, so that'll help us a lot, both on the bus, because I'll be aiming for 270 a minute on those bus lines, but also when we're doing anything like with screws, ores, that sort of thing, bulk items like that, that faster belt's going to be excellent. So I think what I'm going to do is, when I'm done here now, this episode, is I'm going to start moving all this stuff up top and getting that lined up. I also have to kind of plumb in the where the factory will be and where the bus will be, and doing that on screen is going to be an exercise in frustration because I will probably spend 2 hours trying to do that, and that would be yeah, that would be about 6 episodes of me faffing about trying to line things up. Do you really want to see that? I didn't think so. So I'll do that off screen. What do we have? Is the thing? Oh, good. It hasn't burned up all our fuel. All right, so we've got a couple more minutes, so we're just gonna kind of. Whoa! Don't run over that. We're going to head over here. Oh wow, I need some of those. How did I not grab those barrel nuts before? There, now I've got 19. All that falling off the top of the platform when I was working on the Jello there, my Jello mold, went through a few of the what are these called? Pale berries and the barrel nuts, healing up. So, hey, I recognize this. Didn't we just start? When we started, the game was right over here, wasn't it? Was that right over here? I looked down. Oh, I can't remember now. Must have been over here somewhere. Maybe on this slope? Yeah, I think it was right around here is where our pod crashed. Memories. I'm not gonna sing, don't worry. You were worried for a minute, I could tell. I know I was. You never know when I'm gonna just burst out in the song, right? Well, in case that happens, maybe we better wrap up today. So, thanks so much for joining me. Oh, you want to hear something neat? The dinosaur went and got on Instagram. That's me. I haven't figured it out yet how to repost there, but I'm using Facebook and Twitter already. Now I'm going to add Instagram to that. So follow me there if you really love Instagram and that's your primary place. Then follow me there. It's Hitman82 Gaming on that. And leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and comments. I love those comments. I always respond to them. Keep them coming, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.